Welcome to the International Space Station from the crew of Expedition 67. I'm astronaut Kjell Lindgren, here with my crewmates Jessica Watkins and Bob Hines. Now, we've been working up here since a beautiful early morning launch from Kennedy Space Center in April. And we're excited to join you all to kick off the 38th Annual National Juvenile Arthritis Conference. It looks like you've got quite a crowd there in Orlando. And whether you're on site or taking part in the conference virtually, we hope that everyone gets to learn a lot, laugh a lot, and just enjoy being yourselves, while also getting to meet other kids and families who deal with similar challenges.
Here on the space station, we've done more than 3,000 scientific experiments since station has been on orbit, trying to help improve life back home. With the dedicated support from the thousands of engineers, scientists, technicians, and others within the NASA team, my colleagues and I up here strive every day to make discoveries that can change lives. We know there are countless researchers and other experts as part of the Arthritis Foundation team, working every day to discover ways to improve arthritis treatments, eventually to find a cure for people of all ages, including young people, because kids get arthritis too.
There's so much to be thankful for the resources and research that the Arthritis Foundation provides, and it's because of you that they can do it. We know you need to get the conference underway. Have fun at the JA conference and keep reaching for the stars. Now I'll hand you off to your fearless JA conference leader, Adam Vigil. Godspeed, Sarah, and all JA warriors.
Welcome to the 2022 JA Conference and our family reunion in Orlando. To all of you watching online from around the globe and even off of the globe, I want to thank you for joining us as well. I also want to do a great big thank you to NASA and the International Space Station for that out of this world introduction, a once in a lifetime introduction for a once in a lifetime event. I am indeed Adam Vigil, and I am your 2022 JA Conference chairperson. And I'm here with my wife, Gwen, our 7 children, and my 1 granddaughter. My daughter, Sage, now 20, was diagnosed with systemic JIA when she was 8 years old. And she has been fighting for 12 years, all the ups and downs that juvenile arthritis throws at our kids. But now she is a productive young woman and currently a camp counselor at the Painted Turtle. The Painted Turtle is one of Paul Newman's camps for kids with chronic illnesses. And the Painted Turtle happens to be a camp that my daughter Sage and many people in the audience have attended when they were young. Well, by now you must have guessed it. I'm actually not there with you. I'm in California at the California JAC TV studios, the same studios where we broadcasted the 2020 virtual JAC. Unfortunately, last Sunday, I contracted COVID-19. And once again, we had to make a quick pivot for the JAC. Though I'm feeling much better today, precaution leads the day, and I will be joining you virtually from here in Southern California. Now, I know all of you are excited about being back together and charting a course for a better life for all our kids, and so am I. Just by participating in person or online, you've successfully taken one small step that will be one giant leap toward creating a better life for your child with JA, their siblings, and all the children that could be diagnosed tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year. We're all here to learn from each other, to laugh with each other, and to hear about the latest research and to figure out how we can manage our own personal journeys. And you guys get to do it with a bunch of friends there. Those of you who have been part of this JA family know that when one of us needs a hand, there's always someone there to give you a hand. And true to form, this JA family has done it again. Because this year, I'm the one that needs a hand. So Today, there are numerous volunteer leaders amongst the crowd, including 7 past conference chairs and our 2 vice chairs that have agreed to step up and fill in for me. So in addition to all the tasks that they're doing, they will be there to help you with anything you need. And they will give you advice, support, bad jokes, anything. All you need to do is ask them. Our entire planning committee and our conference vice chairs, Abby Brown and Corinne Pinter, are a group of amazing volunteers. And they will be working all weekend long just to make sure this experience has been fantastic for you. Now, for those of you that are first time here to the JA conference, I want to give you a special welcome and thank you for taking this step to make the lives of your children, their siblings, and your family better. Please play full out. Take good notes and ask questions and grab as much information as you can. And I promise you, this will be life-changing. And all of you that are returning, I want to welcome you back to this JA family reunion. And I'm asking you to do your part, to reach out to each of those new family members and make sure they know how important they are to us. Our theme tonight is State Night, championing your state. So counting all of you live there in Orlando and everyone that's online, we have representation from nearly every state. About 800 people will be taking part in this family reunion over the weekend, and I think that's a party. This is truly a reunion. We're bringing together families who are united in the commitment to reach new milestones in treating and finding a cure for juvenile arthritis and childhood rheumatic diseases, to find new and better ways to improve the lives of their children and their siblings and their entire family. For those of you like me that will be joining virtually, you can stay involved, connected, and respond to our questions through social media and the conference app. Use the hashtag #StrongerThanJA and post on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share all your photos, your thoughts, your feelings, and tell everyone what a fantastic reunion you're having. And to those of you there in the audience, I ask you to do the same, because I'm going to be looking forward to your posts and pictures, because that will help me feel like I'm right there with you. Now, to keep this moving, in our opening session tonight, I'd like to invite to the stage my wonderful vice chairs, Corinne Pinter and Abby Brown. Come to the stage and thank you very much. And I want to tell all of you, I will see you online and virtually throughout the weekend, and again on Sunday at closing time. So until now, this is Adam from the JAC studios in Orange County, signing off. Enjoy your evening and have a wonderful conference.
Thank you so much, Adam. We are super bummed that you're not able to join us in person, but we are excited that you're able to be here virtually with us. And we just really thank you for helping in all your hard work in putting together this amazing conference for us this year. To welcome you on behalf of the staff and volunteers in Florida, we'd like to invite Gina Schell to the stage.
Dr. Gina Schell has championed improvements to clinical service delivery within the Tampa Bay area as an internist, medical director, and mentor. Her goal is to cultivate patient-centered environments, and she has introduced new healthcare services, including an advanced women's health patient center, medical home site. She believes that her personal experience with systemic lupus makes her a better and more compassionate clinician. And with all of you here, and her experience as a JA mom connects her with all of you here today in her dedication to driving continuous improvement within the healthcare field.
Gina is the local leadership board chair in Tampa and will welcome you on behalf of local volunteers leaders here this evening from Tampa, Orlando, Jacksonville, and South Florida. Gina Schell.
Good evening. For those who are first-time visitors here to Florida, welcome. For those who are returning, welcome back. And for everybody who is here in our national JA conference, whether it be online or in person, welcome home to your family reunion. We realize that this has been a much anticipated event. Now it's my honor to be able to represent my home state of Florida. And I want to tell you a little bit about our state. Now, I am not going to tell you any Florida man stories, so I just want to get that out front. Now, this area is very built up and very established, but it hasn't always been this way. Now, Disney opened in 1971, but prior to that, most of this was actually swampland. Walt Disney came in and very quietly, under several different names, bought up the swampland. And actually, to this day, you can walk down Main Street in the Magic Kingdom, and above all of those stores, you'll see many of those names that he bought up that property still written on the windows. Now, we don't just grow theme parks and giant mice here in Florida. We actually also grow over 70% of the country's citrus here, and we produce over 90% of the orange juice that you drink. We're actually also the second largest producer of strawberries. And in March of this year, our state legislature made strawberry shortcake our state dessert. We're also known, yeah, I know, it's pretty good. We're also known for our beaches. And no matter where you go in the state of Florida, you're actually within 60 miles of a shoreline. So we hope that while you're here visiting, you get to enjoy some of the beauties that we love here in our state. Now, it's also my honor to be able to represent the many volunteers and board members from throughout our state of Florida. You'll be able to recognize us because we are all wearing our little golden Florida pins. Please feel free to stop us, ask us about our state, and ask us about all of the accomplishments that we've been able to have here on behalf of the Arthritis Foundation. Now, we love our jingle bell runs here in Florida, probably because December is a lot cooler. Now, our Tampa and Orlando jingle bell runs are within the top 10 within the nation. And in 2021, we raised, that's right, we raised over $275,000. Tampa and Orlando are also within the top 10 within the nation for Vim Pain app users, and Tampa is within the top 10 within the nation on Insight survey results. Florida leads the country for engaging our corporate partners through the Arthritis at Work program. And we are really privileged to be able to offer more than 10 educational programs to our adult and our juvenile arthritis warriors every year. But we could not do that alone. We have 17 amazing pediatric rheumatologists who partner with us on multiple different initiatives, including this conference right here. Now, lastly, it's my pleasure to be able to introduce a fellow Floridian, Mr. Frank Longobardi. He's the chair of our National Board of Directors. Now, Frank is a former CEO of Cohn Rudnick, which is one of the country's leading public accounting firms. Now, Frank retired as CEO in January of 2020. He's been a committed corporate citizen, and he served on numerous leadership positions within the Arthritis Foundation over the past 20 years. In 2016, he won the Arthritis Foundation's esteemed Legacy of Volunteer Service Award. And he still serves on the board of the Safe at Home Foundation, where he is the audit committee chair. He now resides in Jupiter, Florida, with his lovely wife, Pat, and is an avid golfer and loves to read. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Frank Longobardi.
Welcome, everyone. Wow, what a great conference. Great to be here. I learned a little something about the state of Florida, so I'm hoping we're going to have strawberry shortcake for dessert tonight. That sounds wonderful. Gina, thank you for that introduction. Really appreciate it. You know, watching the fellows from space, you know, I'm thinking forward and I'm saying maybe 30, 40, 50 years from now, the next JA conference will be on the moon or at Mars. I mean, it could very well happen, right? If you think back 50 years from, you know, from today, how the world has changed and the world continues to change, you know, and many times we just can't see what the future is going to be. You know, but One thing that remains steadfast is the Arthritis Foundation's commitment to JA. We have brought families together from across the country and across the globe, and now apparently from outer space, to inspire each other, share personal stories, and learn about the vital ways patients and families can be part of propelling JA research forward. Our goal is to find a cure, better treatments, and the cure. And I know we're making really good progress in that area. And when I joined the Arthritis Foundation, probably over 25 years ago, I didn't really know a lot about arthritis. And someone asked me to help chair an event where we could raise some money for the Arthritis Foundation. I said I'd be happy to do that. And when I started doing the research on arthritis and I saw the impact on so many children and families, it really kind of was a heart tug. And it was something that I knew I had to help support. We've had over 35,000 participants taking part in life-changing opportunities like this over the years. We know there's still much uncertainty around COVID-19. We're tired of our Zoom calls and our Teams meetings and all the things that we do every day. But this has been awesome to get so many people together again in a room, as well as online, having probably over a couple hundred people online. And the foundation remains by your side during these trying times. We're working harder than ever to turn today's challenges into new solutions. And that's not always easy, but we're spending a lot of time as a board and as an organization, Steve with his leadership team, to make these things happen around the foundation. As you'll hear throughout the conference, the Arthritis Foundation remains steadfast for our commitment to conquering JA. You will each have the opportunity to explore what you need to learn for your own personal journey, but please know that you're not alone. When you put on a conference like this, when I was CEO of Cohen Resnick, we did a lot of different industry conferences and client conferences. And it takes a village, to make something like this happen. So I want to really thank all the volunteers that are here today that have really made this possible. I want to thank the Florida volunteers for all they've done to make you welcome and to really be part of this event. And Florida is such an extremely important state to the Arthritis Foundation and done great things for us. So in order to make a conference like this happen, you have to have great corporate sponsors. And I'm so grateful to our corporate sponsors, including AbbVie, who's our national presenting sponsor. They have an exhibit booth here. I hope you'll stop by and say hello and spend some time with them. AOPI is one of our supporting sponsors. I hear there's a Panda Bear program and a Panda Clinic on Saturday that they're always known for and is very, very, very popular. So make sure you go and watch that as well. So thank you, AOPI. And we're also grateful to our other supporting sponsors, Genentech and Novartis. So thank you again for all you do for the foundation. So I want to welcome you all again to the 2022 JA Conference Family Reunion, and to all of you that are here in Orlando as well as joining us online. I hope you have a great experience over the next few days, knowing when you leave Orlando or close out your Zoom connection, that the Arthritis Foundation's support for your journey does not end there. I hope you'll continue to take advantage of other activities that can support you throughout your experience as a JA family. Thanks for all you do. Thanks for coming out here today and being a part of this, and really wish you a great, great, great conference and enjoy everything Orlando has to offer. So thank you.
Thank you, Frank and Gina. We really appreciate all of your work that you do and your dedication to the Arthritis Foundation. We'd like to invite Liz Smith to join us on stage now. Liz and her husband, Steve, are amazing JA volunteers who are so well loved by everyone involved with the JA conference.
Liz will be presenting some special JA awards throughout the conference, beginning tonight with recognition of this year's Youth Award winner. She'll be joined on stage tonight as well by Steve Taylor, our new president and CEO, who you will meet tomorrow. Liz and Steve.
Thank you very much, Corinne and Abby. And welcome again to all of you at this wonderful, wonderful conference. I'm very happy tonight to present the Dawn Hayfley Award for Youth Leadership. This award is presented to a youth under the age of 18 who has shown exceptional strength and courage in her own experience of living with a childhood rheumatic disease. The recipient has demonstrated leadership by volunteering time and talent to benefit other youth and teens with a childhood rheumatic disease, and has been involved or engaged with the Arthritis Foundation in the local community through fundraising events, volunteer opportunities, or JA activities. This year's Youth Leadership Award goes to Lily Cooley. Lily started showing signs of JA when she was 18 months old and was officially diagnosed at age 3. She is now 11 years old. And though her arthritis has always been a major factor in her life, she demonstrates a positive attitude and works to educate and inspire others to support the mission of the Arthritis Foundation. She works extremely hard to go to school because that is her #1 focus. She sits inside at recess with a heating pad so that she can rest up and focus on her studies. She educates her classmates, so they have now become advocates for her as well. Lily has been participating in the Walk to Cure Arthritis and the Jingle Bell Run since her diagnosis. She also helped start an annual do-it-yourself fundraiser walk run called the 5K Family Fun Run. She designs t-shirts every year for Walk and JBR, selling them to raise money for those events. And she uses those community engagement opportunities to share her story and raise awareness for children with rheumatic diseases. Lily has raised, at her tender young age, $60,000 for the Arthritis Foundation over the years. And she also raises money for the Peyton Manning Children's Hospital. Lily has certainly turned her disease into a rallying point for accomplishing something positive. Lily, would you please join Steve and me up here to receive your award?
Congratulate Lily again, you guys. Awesome work. Okay, so I want to mention one bit of trivia about Florida that Gina didn't mention, but I actually think you did. Central Florida is swampland. Feels like it outside, actually. This time of year, it's hot, humid, and just the kind of place where mosquitoes thrive. But you don't usually have to swat at mosquitoes at Disney World or the other local theme parks, right?
Well, there's a trick. So the water in these places is always flowing. There's fountains, leaping fountains, splash pads, and geysers. Everywhere is running water. It's constantly in motion. So the mosquitoes buzz off and they go somewhere else.
Over the next few informative and fun-filled days, there will be no still water here at the JA conference, I promise. We're going to keep things moving. Take a break if you need to, but together we'll keep it all moving.
We want to introduce you to the people who are responsible for all of that movement at the 2022 JA conference, our planning committee. This family reunion could not have happened without each and every one of them.
I won't read this long list of names of our planning team leads and committee members, but I want to ask you to join me in thanking each of them for offering their time and their talents to make this year's conference such a huge success, including our medical advisors that I'm sure some of you don't know. We have a whole medical team that goes along in planning as well.
Okay, to offer a special invitation to all of our wonderful JA dads out there, we'd like to welcome Peter Rao to the stage.
So as most dads and attendees will know, it's not our tradition personally. You know, you don't see a lot of dads wanting to communicate, wanting to get huggy close and, you know, buddy. This is not your regular world. We are not your regular dads. We are people that have been through everything that you will go through, that you have been through. So please join us in our 3 sessions, one tonight after this, one tomorrow, and then again on Sunday. We will become your best friends. We will become your blood brothers. Join us. We'd love to have you. Whether you are a first-time dad, whether you are a second, 10, 5, 20, and for the guy in the green shirt who's older than dirt, 28. Without our emeritus dad, Steve Smith, we would not be a group. So please come join us.
You won't be disappointed. It's always fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we have some housekeeping details. Hopefully you've had a chance to add the conference app to your phones already, or you're using that online. If you have any difficulties by using the app, please check with anyone at the registration desk. And for our online participants, please chat in if you need some help.
So sessions for the kids and high schoolers begin at 7:30 p.m. Please pick your kids and high schoolers up by 9:15 this evening. The parents and young adult networking sessions will begin at 7:30 p.m. And tomorrow morning, you can drop your kids off at 8:45 a.m. at their activity rooms.
Tomorrow's theme is Through the Decades. So we can't wait to see the fashion choices throughout the day and at tomorrow evening's dance. And the morning's general session begins promptly at 9 a.m. in this room. Breakfast is on your own, but coffee and tea will be available as you come into the general session ballroom.
If you didn't get a chance to attend the open house and pick up your t-shirts and name badges and beads, don't worry. They will be available all day tomorrow in the ballroom foyer.
NASA.
Yes. So we do also have another housekeeping that we just found out about. If the sky is clear this evening, our friends that we saw on the space station, we will actually be able to view them flying over starting at 9:03 p.m. We'll be able to see them for about 6 minutes. So pick up your kids quickly and head outside, and we'll hope that we can get a view of the space station as it's flying over.
Cool. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you. Have a great night.